Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today we're going to be interviewing two of our instructors. We have Tony and Sean here, and we're going to be seeing what their intake is like and what their suggestions are going to be like for you, the new students of Driving Academy, or maybe you're already a student here. What should you be doing during this time? Here at Driving Academy, we are dedicated to make sure that we're the best school around. We have a huge mission to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom. And we're dedicated to this mission. That's why we have brought our instructors in before we're able to open up, so we can make sure that they're up to par when it comes to their training, make sure we brush off all their cobwebs, as well as getting the school and everything prepared, so when you, the student, comes back in, you are going to be treated like a VIP. So we'll start off with Sean over here. So Sean, tell me, what can our listeners or our students be doing now when they're stuck at home to prepare themselves when what could they be doing with their time right now?
Most importantly, it's studying, whether you are an existing student or a new student coming through. If you don't have your permit, those are written tests. Make sure you take a lot of practice tests, and as students that we have now, they already have their pre-trip script and in-cab script. Now all they have to do is go ahead and study. They can practice on their own vehicle, per se, and make sure they know that 100%. That way they don't get rusty.
Perfect, nice. So like Sean said, study, find a way to make sure that you're going through the material properly. And for those of you who do not know how to actually get yourself ready to pass the written test as well as the road test, we have created an online course that can actually help you out. If you want to find out more information about that online course, click on the link below, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com/tour, where we kind of created a hybrid course available for you, where you can start off with online training, since you can't really come physically do hands-on training with us. And then once we're able to open up, you can get with these two instructors and many more that we have on staff that's going to prepare you to make sure that you're ready for everything else. So let me ask you, Tony, the question I have for you is there anything new that these students can expect when they come in for training? What would make a student successful coming in and training here at Driving Academy? What kind of attitude should they have when they start coming in, if they want to get in and get out and change their career forever? Because a lot of people have been affected by this virus, lost their jobs, and they know that truck drivers are still getting paid. So I'm sure that they're eager to get going. So what kind of advice would you have for them?
The best advice I can give to a student coming in or coming back is to definitely get on the pre-trip, study, and when you're done studying, study some more. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Be open-minded to the information in the process. We're going to walk you through everything you're going to need. We're going to walk you through everything. Nothing is going to be a surprise at your driving test. As long as you pay attention, give it your best effort, and honestly study. This is no test. This test is like no other test that you've ever taken before.
Cool. So to reiterate, the pre-trip inspection that Tony is talking about has actually changed. There has been a few updates since this whole coronavirus has happened, and all the students who come in will have their updated script when they actually come in. Our instructors have been fully trained on what DMV is looking for, and we're ready to help you out. For the people who don't know what a pre-trip inspection is, when it comes to taking your road test, it's going to be the first part of your road test. So the road test itself is going to be 2.5 hours long, and it's split into 3 different sections. The first part is all about inspecting the truck. The second part, you're going to have to know how to park the truck 6 different ways, and the third part is going to be driving the truck on the actual road. Now, Sean, out of those 3 parts, where do most students fail or get nervous when they take the test?
Most of the students usually will fail within the first couple minutes on the in-cab inspection, because during the in-cab inspection, we're talking about our brakes are loud, which are an automatic fail if they mess it up.
Understood. So that's part of the first part of the actual road test itself, and that's usually because students are nervous, and either students are nervous or they don't take it as serious when they're going through the training, correct?
Correct.
Nice. So the whole test itself is important. You do have to know how to drive the truck, but you also have to know how to inspect the truck, because if you have no idea how to do that, you're going to be the best unlicensed driver out there, and you ain't getting paid. So when it comes to the actual parking, what kind of tips or tricks can you tell about different students who were successful, weren't successful? What kind of mindset should they have when they're getting into these brand new trucks for the second part of the road test?
When you're getting in your truck to drive, the biggest tip that I can give you is get out and look. We call it goal here. Get out and look. The more you get out and look and start developing reference points from outside the truck, translate them inside the truck by looking in the mirrors, the easier it's going to be for you.
Now, are they going to be able to get out and look for the actual road test itself?
They're definitely going to be allowed to get out and look at the road test. You're technically allowed to get out and looks at the road test.
Nice. So we're definitely going to get you ready, just like Tony said, for making sure that you can park the truck. And I guess the last part of the road test is going to be the driving portion. So when it comes to the driving portion, if you guys can see behind us, we have our state-of-the-art driving simulator. We're one of the few schools in the country that can actually offer simulation training. And this is definitely going to help you out when it comes to learning how to shift properly and driving the road safely. After you're comfortable on our simulator, then we'll put you on the actual road itself with one of these instructors, and they'll be walking you through it. Now tell me, Sean, how important is the simulator to teaching students how to drive? You actually went through the simulator yourself. Sean was actually a student of ours before, and after that he went to go drive over the road with a few different companies. Then he came back, and now he's spreading out his knowledge. That being said, when you were learning as a student and now that you're an instructor here, how important was the simulator to your learning and to your teaching?
The simulator was very important, especially for learning and teaching, because it lets you have so many different scenarios that we are unable to replicate when we take you out driving. Also, it helps people get their first initial nerves out. It makes them get comfortable behind the wheel.
Nice. So like Sean is saying, the simulator, one thing that is extremely valuable is, I like to say, we give you years of experience within a few days of training. And why do I say that? Because on the simulator, even though we're in the summertime, we can make it snow, we can make it rain, we can put you in the Colorado mountains, we can also put you in the busy streets of Manhattan. So you're going to get all that experience, and you're going to get a whole lot more comfortable when it comes to driving the real truck on the real road. Also, the simulator helps you get hired much quicker. Since we're one of the few schools in the country that actually has this thing, a lot of trucking companies will hire our students before anybody else because of that experience that you get. Now, Tony, I guess the final question is going to be, when you do take them on the road itself, it might be one of your scariest parts of the job.
Absolutely.
Let's tell the audience a little bit about that, because I'm sure it's scary for you, but I'm sure it's also scary for them too.
Absolutely. Yes, it is scary for me, but I will be the first one to tell you that being a student behind the wheel of a tractor trailer, you are definitely more scared than I am. But the good news is I'm there. I'm going to walk you through it. It's going to be a nice, easy transition from the simulator to the tractor. What is the difference? Is there a big difference between the simulator and the driving on the road? Or if they take it serious, it's going to be pretty similar? If you take the simulator seriously, there's not a big difference. Matter of fact, you may even find that the tractor is a little bit easier because you can actually feel the tractor, where the simulator you really can't feel it. So you may find the tractor to be even a little bit easier if you take the simulator serious.
Nice. So you heard it from our two instructors from their mouths directly, right? If you're a student here already, we're waiting for you to come back. We're waiting for us to open up. If you're not a student here yet, click on the link below, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. We have a whole bunch of courses available that can actually guarantee that we get your license. These instructors come along with those courses, and they're going to walk you through every step of the way. So that being said, click on the link. It's cdldrivingacademy.com/tour, and that's going to show you exactly what we have to offer you. It's also going to explain what the discount's all about. That discount is going to be going away very, very soon, so you want to make sure you take advantage of it currently, because these guys are going to be extremely busy when it comes to time to open up, and we might not have any more space available. So that being said, click on the link one more time, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour, and we hope to see you in person one day and get you on your road to freedom. Thanks, and have a great day.